Online doctors' discovery is moving into AI-generated answers, where patients ask for comparisons, pricing, alternatives, and recommendations before they ever visit a brand website. The benchmark shows a clear executive risk. Being mentioned by AI does not mean being recommended by AI. In virtual care, that gap can determine which brands enter the patient shortlist. Hey, I'm Mark Huntley, founder and CEO of Sitework Studio. At Sitework Studio, we study how brands show up across Google, AI answers, and the public sources buyers trust before making decisions, and how that visibility turns into credible citations, comparisons, and recommendations. The June 2026 benchmark for the online doctors category analyzed 829 observations across ChatGPT, Gemini, Copilot, Perplexity, Google AI Mode, and Google AI Overviews. The strongest finding is concentration. PlushCare and Sesame capture a combined 70% of the modeled monthly AI authority value in the category. PlushCare leads with $844,165 in modeled value. Sesame follows with $535,802. The remaining 8 brands share the other 30%. For executives, the signal is direct. AI recommendation stage visibility is concentrating around a small set of brands. The benchmark separates raw mentions from valid recommendations, and that distinction is the strategic heart of the report. A mention simply means a brand appeared in an AI-generated response. A valid recommendation means the brand was positively advanced as a shortlist, quality, or ranked choice. Teladoc appears in 20.6% of observations, but earns valid recommendations in only 6.2%. Amwell appears in 21.2% of observations, but earns valid recommendations in 6.8%. Both brands are visible, but their recommendation conversion is weak relative to their presence. On Google AI Mode, Teladoc appears in 17.4% of responses and earns 0 top 3 recommendations. The benchmark frames that as a cautionary pattern. The brand is functioning more like a comparison anchor than a preferred shortlist entry. One of the more important lessons for online doctors' brands is that raw visibility does not fully predict recommendation strength. Doctor on Demand appears in only 15.3% of observations, below Teladoc and Amwell, yet it earns a 7.5% valid recommendation rate and the highest net sentiment score in the category at 0.50. Its modeled AI authority value is $198,752, higher than both Teladoc and Amwell. On Google AI Overviews, Doctor on Demand reaches a 19.5% recommendation rate with an average rank of 1.55. That suggests framing quality, source consistency, and public evidence can create recommendation power even when a brand is not the most frequently mentioned name in the answer set. The report breaks the market into consideration, evaluation, and decision clusters. The evaluation cluster, covering telehealth platform comparisons and alternatives, is one of the most competitive areas. It carries a 1.25 buyer stage multiplier. PlushCare leads there with $296,072 in modeled AI authority value, while Sesame is close behind at $279,636. That matters because comparison prompts often decide which brands enter the shortlist. The decision stage cluster is even sharper. These are pricing, cost, and plan prompts with the highest buyer stage multiplier at 1.5. PlushCare leads with $122,628. Sesame follows with $107,218. Teladoc drops to $8,725. 𝐃 and Lemonade Health capture 0 recommendation value in that cluster. For growth leaders, decision stage weakness means the brand may be present earlier in discovery but absent when patients ask direct cost and purchase intent questions. The benchmark points to the public evidence layer behind AI answers. AI systems appear to synthesize official brand sites, structured pricing and service information, editorial reviews, comparison pages, directories, patient review platforms, and forum discussions. In online doctors, sources that clarify pricing transparency, provider credentials, and insurance compatibility carry special weight because those are questions patients commonly ask. PlushCare and Sesame both show strong net sentiment scores at 0.41 and 0.42. Doctor on Demand is even higher at 0.50. The implication is that citation architecture matters. Brands need consistent, retrievable, persuasive source material across owned content, third-party reviews, comparison environments, directories, and public discussion spaces. Brand recognition alone does not guarantee shortlist placement. The leadership takeaway is simple. Online doctors' brands should monitor recommendation stage visibility by prompt, platform, buyer stage, and source environment. Track where the brand is mentioned, where it is recommended, where it earns top 3 or rank 1 placement, and which public sources are shaping the answer. The modeled values in the benchmark are estimates, not revenue or guaranteed demand, but they reveal a directional pattern leaders cannot ignore. AI is compressing patient choice into shortlists, and the brands with stronger citation architecture are getting more of those shortlist positions. For any online doctor's brand, the close is clear. Competing in AI discovery means improving the evidence AI systems use when patients are ready to compare, evaluate, and choose.